It's funny how Congress, who doesn't know how to balance a budget, knows how to make themselves millionaires. Do you really think handing over your gun ends gun violence? That's like chopping off your own dick to stop rape. NFL stadiums have walls, and fans that haven't paid for a ticket aren't allowed in. Period. Doesn't matter if you've traveled thousands of miles, or if you have a little kid with you, or if you cry outside the gate, they still won't let you in. Fascinating concept. Why is it when a liberal expresses their opinion, it's freedom of speech, but when a conservative expresses their opinion, it's intolerant hate speech? Ask not why the children shouldn't see drag queens. Ask why drag queens crave an audience of children. So talking to adults at work about sex is sexual harassment, but talking to kids at school about sex is necessary? Strange times. Yeah, it was the craziest thing. The last election, my grandpa voted Democrat for the first time ever. Would have never happened if he was still alive. Want to stop drunk drivers from killing sober drivers? Ban sober drivers. That's how gun control works.
Well, hello there, partner. Go on and hang up your hat, grab yourself a whiskey, and pull up in the easy chair. We're coming off the range of 9 to 5s with a whole herd of news stories that we've been steaming over like a cow patty in the Texas heat. As they say, the chickens are finally coming home to roost. And we're here to ruffle some feathers and ensure accountability ain't just a concept, it's reality. It's that time where the day's drama casts its longest shadow. So let's light a candle to the chaos of current events, the whirlwind of politics, and the tangled webs of corruption that we find ourselves entwined by. It's time to ramble our way into the twilight. Welcome to Sunset Rants.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Thursday edition of Sunset Rants. We catch you up to speed with everything going on while you're at work. Drink a beer, have a slice of pizza, some chicken nuggets, whatever you want. Relax. Here to have a good show. We got Navessa on board tonight. Dee's feeling a little under the weather, but we have my main boy here. How you doing, brother?
Now you got me hungry for chicken nuggies.
That's what I love to hear. How you doing, my friend? Welcome to the.
What sauce do you prefer? What sauce do you prefer?
Oh, barbecue. That or
okay.
honey mustard.
I will give respect. I was gonna say if you weren't gonna go barbecue, you go honey mustard. Nope, that is chicken nuggets are one of the few times I will actually have ketchup.
I'll do on my burgers. My burgers, like certain things, I grew up with it, but I just kind of like, I don't know. I still do it every now and then, but I have the choice between the two. I'll go ketchup for sure. I have no quarrel with that by any means. But I see you're a man of
absolutely
perfect. So
please, if you're gonna tell me we're in a hold on, no. If you're gonna tell me that I'm in a cult, I will readily admit that I am in a cult. I said man of culture. Roma Nation.
Oh yeah.
Okay, your mic cut out at the exact wrong time, but we are the cult of Roma Nation. And where can you find this cult, you may ask? RiseInMiddleAmerica.com. You can buy all your merch. Join us on the Discord. We're always looking for more talent, more producers, more workers. We're ready to get this show on the get-go. Why? Because the government is shut down. It could not be a happier day. And guess what? Guess what, Tay?
Tell me. Let me know. What am I guessing? Chicken butt. Chicken nugget butt.
It's all the Democrat trap that Trump has put forward. And now that trap is coming to fruition by virtue of a single man named Russell Vought.
Russell Vought? Oh, dearie me.
You know who Russell Vought?
I know his name just a little bit. So this is gonna be coming back from Fox News. That was such a good transition to this first article. I got to give it to you, man. I loved it. So coming in from this, Trump sees unprecedented opportunity.
I've been practicing.
Good. This unprecedented opportunity to cut government during shutdown. So going into the article, it's basically saying President Donald Trump on Thursday today said he's working to determine which Democrat agencies will face cuts after Democrats and Republicans fail to reach an agreement on a government funding package. Trump posted on his Truth Social platform that he was meeting with Russell Vought, director of the U.S. Office of Management and Budget, later Thursday, so just a little while ago, to discuss which agencies are a political scam. I can see him saying that. The president said he wanted Vought to recommend which agencies should face cuts, whether those cuts should be temporary or permanent. I can't believe the radical left gave me this unprecedented opportunity. What a troll. I fucking love it. Read Trump's post. They are not stupid people. So maybe this is their way of wanting to quietly and quickly make America great again. This is fantastic. The federal government entered a partial shutdown Wednesday after the midnight funding deadline passed. Democrats and Republicans failing to agree on a funding bill. Trump has warned the administration could make irreversible changes to the federal workforce, most notably through a new wave of fresh layoffs. He has underscored that he and his allies did not want the government to shut down, and that it opened the door for some good that could have come from it. Of course, Vice President J.D. Vance on Wednesday accused Democrats of forcing the shutdown over providing illegal immigrants with taxpayer-funded emergency health care. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, fearing a primary challenge from progressive squad member AOC. AOC. I'm just going to say that because I hate saying her name. But the reality here, and let's be honest about the politics, is that Chuck Schumer is terrified he's going to get a primary challenge from Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Vance said. The reason why the American people's government is shut down is because Chuck Schumer is listening to the far-left radicals in his own party because he's terrified of a primary challenge. Bingo. Almost done with this, so at least we'll get to it. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt also alleged Democrats engineered the shutdown to force taxpayers to fund health care for undocumented immigrants given a $37 trillion debt. And then the last part is to put this all into perspective. Democrats refuse to keep the government open over health care to illegal aliens and now have jeopardized critical health care programs for American citizens. He said. Instead, the Women, Infants, Children's Program, Community Health Center funding, Medicare treatment options, and other health programs are now all at risk because the government's rejecting the Clean CR continuing resolution. So, and it's wild that they knew that this was going to happen, on both sides, if you would. But they didn't let it go. They're like, oh, we're gonna keep putting this in, knowing that wouldn't pass. So that way they could kind of prove a point. And all they did was cut their nose to spite their face.
This is all happening.
Ooh, such background tunes. But no, it's absolutely right. They cut their nose. Again, they cut their nose to spite their face by overplaying their hand, overextending the power and the base that they thought they had because of faulty polling and faulty data. And what I put in chat, just for recording purposes, the Democrats wanted to overturn Section 71109 of the Big Beautiful Bill, which, which ended funding of the federal budget side of Medicare, Medicaid, WIC, and other programs for illegal immigrants. That's what Democrats wanted to overturn as a part of a $1.5 trillion handout.
It doesn't make
yet
make it make sense.
We have. Oh, it makes perfect sense.
Why they wouldn't want it makes zero sense to me.
Let it rip, Brian. Let it rip.
This has all happened because the Schumer shutdown, because he's fearful of AOC running against him in 2028. If the Democrats are really concerned, they could open the government up in 5 minutes, literally 5 minutes. We already have a bipartisan bill that 3 Democrats have voted for. We just need 5 more of them to join with us, and we can open the government up. This is all.
So they really could, yeah. What's that for?
Oh, they could. And the reason, again, the rationale behind the $1.5 trillion handout, it makes perfect sense. Because we know that the illegal immigrants make up a vast majority of the affected populace of the Democrat base. Now, let me clarify a little. I did not mean to say vast majority, a significant portion.
Okay.
So, and there's knock-on effects to that because of like birthright citizenship and all of the adjacent families that come with these illegal immigrants.
Yeah.
Now, bearing that in mind, we all know that the left is a hodgepodge between the alphabet mafia, black people, Hispanics, and illegal immigrants all there. And what better way to subsidize some of the most affected members of their base? Because we've noticed that, especially Hispanics, the left keeps losing their base because Donald Trump is right. Because Donald Trump is doing what he promised to do. The Hispanics are leaving the Democrat Party like the young men are leaving the Democrat Party. The youth vote is solidly conservative. And now this is the Democrats' way of throwing a Hail Mary. And they are getting their asses handed because they can't control the narrative because of one of the most consequential purchases in human history, Elon Musk buying Twitter.
They can't control it no more. And it's, you know what's weird? It's wild about this. It's like I said it on Tuesday. I don't know if you saw it when I was talking with Dee. It's like one person in a, like, if there's a couple, they're dating, you know, and then the chick cheats on the man and then blames the man for her cheating on him. Just for, he's like, I knew you were going to cheat on me, so I cheated on you first. This is what you deserve. And he's like, I didn't do anything. I was out, like, building a house or some shit. I don't know. But just doing something completely irrelevant to cause it. And so this is the same thing. It's like you'll see those parents like, I'm smacking you for your own good. And that's what they're doing to their constituents. Because they want to prove a point that, which is proven the exact opposite.
Well, the best part about all of this is that it's another one of those 80-20 issues. It's another one of those 80-20, I guess, topics that the Democrats keep failing. It's like Sideshow Bob from The Simpsons continuously stepping on the rakes.
What a reference.
Yes. It's like that. And they can't help themselves because they've swung so far to the left that now the moderate liberals and the moderate Democrats are now forced to make a decision between either going with an ever-growing Republican Party that is more than happy to take up their opinions and discuss them, most cases civilly and with logic, versus socialist leftists that are hell-bent on continuing their downward trajectory because by definition, the left has to eat themselves. The left is Ouroboros in nature.
It's a good choice of words right there. Fantastic choice of words. But there's that. So yes,
it's all they can do.
Yeah, and then especially with Charlie, like Charlie being shot last month. You have that, and then you just have like this continuous everything of like these riots of like these just weirdos, like these rejects of just what is the culture of the U.S. just causing violence, causing destruction, whining and crying. They do. That's what they happen. Like they're just eroding themselves instead of like someone just be like, hey, listen, let's switch it back and stop trying to fight against this people. And let's reunite ourselves. And they don't, because
but they're too
just
fragmented.
They just want they're just hell bent on power. They don't care at all. Like they already know this wasn't gonna.
I will give credit where credit is due. As much as I hate to admit it, Rick is absolutely right. The left is no longer a socialist Democrat. The left is communist Democrats. And Zoran Mamdani explained that in one of his latest ads, taking and buying up houses and apartments with public funding and turning them into literal communes.
That sounds horrible.
I have to give. Oh no, it's dystopic. It's 100% dystopic. But we do need to go ahead and dive a little deeper on this shutdown, because there's a few more details that were sprinkled in today that need to be addressed by a certain South Dakota dum-dum of a senator named John Thune. From Politico, how John Thune sees the shutdown ending. The Senate Majority Leader told Politico what a Democratic capitulation might look like. Senate Majority Leader John Thune laid out a path to end the government shutdown in an exclusive interview Wednesday, saying he is willing to discuss the shape of future healthcare negotiations if a, quote, critical mass, unquote, of Democrats say they are willing to support a House-passed funding bill in return. The comments, made in his Capitol office less than 18 hours into the first shutdown since 2019, are in keeping with the South Dakota Republicans' current strategy, which is to let pressure build on Democrats to back the GOP-led House stopgap as the only solution. But Thune acknowledged that he has had back-channel conversations with Democrats and said he's willing to discuss how to structure a negotiation on Obamacare insurance subsidies that are set to lapse at the end of the year. Quote, I keep telling them when they have 8 or 10, preferably 10 or more. When they have a critical mass, let me know if there's a conversation they want to have, Thune said. He insisted he would not negotiate on the substance of an extension while the government is closed, but pressed on whether he was open to discussions with Democrats about how the healthcare negotiations might work post-shutdown, or how to advance full-year appropriations bills. Thune said, we are. Some of those conversations are happening. With our members and their members, there a lot of back and forth going on right now about some of the things that we'd like to happen to see, unquote. Those bipartisan conversations spilled into public view Wednesday when a large group of senators talked on the Senate floor about how the government might be reopened. The talks, according to several lawmakers involved, are in their early phases. But they are a sign that less than 24 hours into the shutdown, lawmakers are already looking for the way out of it. Republicans involved in the bipartisan talks say that a framework for negotiations on the health insurance subsidies has come up, as well as a timeline for wrapping them up. Some Democrats want a deal by November 1st, when open enrollment starts for plans offered on Affordable Care Act exchanges, linking it to the passage of a larger appropriations package after the shutdown fight has also been discussed. But GOP senators said they are largely offering reassurances to Democrats that dozens of their members and Thune are willing to have a negotiation on the subsidies once the government is reopened under the House passed yada yada. God damn it! The Republicans are doing Republican things. You don't negotiate with terrorists, George Bush said.
Sounds like you really like this guy. There's no disdain at all.
John Thune.
Yeah.
Sorry, I try to give a little bit of liveliness with the people that do or that make statements and quotes. And John Thune is about as boring of a dum-dum as you can possibly find on Capitol Hill.
I've really never
Kind
heard
of
him
like Al Gore.
remotely speak. Oh, he speaks like that.
Oh, do not be mistaken. I've never actually heard John Thune speak. I just threw a voice out there and said, hope it works. But no, Brian, no. The alleged producer, no, it does not surprise me in the slightest. But it does give me hope that if Rand Paul can continue to say, screw you, and be principled, there is a shot that the government stays shut down for more than a month. And I hope it does. Because you also got to remember, this is prime time. This is prime time opportunity to go ahead and start cutting everything we damn well please. And the courts have no jurisdiction on this because it's a congressional and executive issue, not a judicial issue. And then on top of that, it also has financial, what's the right phrase? There are financial strings that are no longer strong. And we can start cutting those strings left, right, and center because, oops, we have no money. Oh, well. Time to start cutting.
Let me ask
That
you
sort
something.
of thing.
No, that makes a lot of sense that you say it that way. But let me ask you this. Now, when Doge was in effect and like Elon was there and like big balls and all that stuff, they didn't necessarily cut a lot of those people, like all the people that they were thinking about, were they?
They didn't focus on the people themselves, but they did focus on cutting a lot of the contracts that were deemed either inappropriate or counterproductive.
Because where I'm going
And then
with
by
that is,
extension, you're going to get the... Okay, you and I have a little bit of delay, so I got to make sure that I'm talking when the delay picks up. But all I was going to say is that when you eliminate the projects that justify the existence of the department, and then by definition, because of the avalanche, you can start cutting people because, oops, they're no longer necessary.
yeah. So that's a solid point to that. And so what I think is they're gonna, because you said like 300, 400,000, maybe up to 1 million positions. I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna start like focusing on all those other things. Like, hey, this is already on the board. Let's just take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Now,
like,
everyone that's saying this 300,000, again, everyone that's saying this 300,000 or 100,000 federal employee resignation all happening on September 30th in response to the shutdown. No, that's not true. It's not the notion that they resigned en masse on September 20th, September 30th. No, it was the fact that the people that took the deferred retirement option or the pre-planned retirement option, they were basically given a sweetheart deal to retire on September 30th. That way, come October 1st, when the new budget or when the new fiscal year starts, the fresh slate of employees would be updated on the rules lists and then sent up to the Bureau of Labor Statistics and Congress.
Oh, you look at that. See, I didn't know all that part.
That's because we are Charlie Kirk and we look up things.
I should probably start doing that a little bit more. But you want to get
Well,
into the
if you want a good project, well, hold on. There's a right way to do things, good sir. It's almost like a ritual of sorts. If you want your first baby step in looking up things and becoming more knowledgeable, unfortunately, might have to just start in England because of a gosh darn synagogue attack.
I heard about this earlier.
It's a horrible starting point, but
Such a terrible.
I heard about it too. Surprisingly.
Oh my god. So
Oh,
this
look,
is coming.
it's coming from an organization that's soon to be retired.
That is right.
It's soon to be cut.
So this is coming from NPR. I'm sure a lot of you have heard this earlier today at some point, scrolling. But UK police have identified the suspected attacker at a Manchester synagogue. This is truly an awful story. So over in London earlier today, at least 2 people were killed and several were injured in a car ramming and stabbing outside a synagogue in northern England on a Jewish holiday Thursday, an attack police called a terrorist incident. The attack occurred as Jewish community members were gathering at Manchester's Heaton Park Hebrew Congregation Synagogue. That's a mouthful. For Yom Kippur, Judaism's holiest day. Greater Manchester police officers shot and killed a suspected attacker and arrested 3 suspects in connection with the incident. Later Thursday, the police identified the man they believe was responsible for the attack, Jihad al-Shami. What a classic name. If there was a name that I thought that would be the name. A 35-year-old British citizen of Syrian descent. Oh, wow. It's almost like the people didn't want to come in. Injured and did exactly the things that they said they were going to do. They said there was no record of the man on a UK counterterrorism program. Of course not, because probably came illegally. That works to prevent people from being drawn into extremist crime. But they will arrest thousands of people for posting pro-Trump stuff on Facebook. We are working to understand the motivation behind the attack as the investigation continues, police officer stated. Prime Minister Keir Starmer called the attack appalling and all the more horrific for taking place on a Jewish holiday. Yom Kippur, known as the Day of Atonement. Wow, that is dark. Is a holiday when Jews engage in fasting, prayer, and reflection beginning at sundown Wednesday. It was around the time of the holiday's Thursday morning service when an attacker drove his car into people outside the synagogue in Crumshall, a largely residential area about 3 miles from Manchester city center. The driver of the car was then seen to attack people with a knife. Greater Manchester Police Chief Constable Stephen Watson said in a statement following a rapid response, armed officers from Greater Manchester Police intercepted the offender when he was fatally shot by officers within 7 minutes of the original call, which is wild because knives are just as deadly as the guns over there, and you get arrested just as much. That's crazy. No guns and evil still finds a way. Only people would understand that here. Passerby recorded videos of officers yelling at people outside the temple to move back. The police initially said the suspect wore a vest had appearance of an explosive device. They determined it's supposed to be the explosive device was not viable. We can keep going, but it's just kind of going into more.
Oh, at this point, it's just mostly either word salads or just repeats. But no, it's exactly what you said. Oh, look, Jihad al-Shami, such a British-sounding name, right?
If there's anything ancient of historical value of like the English nobility name, it's Lord Richard, like King George, Al Rashid, like no, and all the people have been crying out because they don't like any of this stuff happening, and their government's cucked just to let everyone else in and not listen to their actual constituents. It's quite pathetic, and I feel awful because these people are there like praising their God, practicing their religion, fasting. It's the Day of Atonement, if you would. As I just read. But then you have some like bullshit artists just be like, "Oh no, I do not like what you're doing, and you innocent people have done nothing to me." Kill, 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 drive, 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 stab, 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 stabby, stab, stab, stab. It's fucking pathetic.
Well, let me put it to you this way. I'm going to go on a little rant on my own, but I'm going to provide the most solid explanation, the most solid argument to show that Islam is not only self-defeating, but it is self-referentially a false religion. It proves itself wrong. It proves itself illegitimate. and it goes to the story or the passages, excuse me, where it describes Muhammad's death. Okay? Specifically speaking, in the Quran, it is said that Muhammad slaughters a family of Jews. And then one child is saved. That child, their daughter, offers to Muhammad, I'm going to cook you a meal. Now, there's 8 billion people on the earth, right? Out of 8 billion people, how many people would you believe would say, no, I am not going to take a meal from the daughter that is the lone survivor of a family I just slaughtered? How many people?
I would say not a lot in the grand scheme of percentages. Very low percentage.
Nah, man. 8 billion people would not take that dinner. But Muhammad did. And so, at that meal, Muhammad was fatally poisoned, feeling his aorta and his heart failing in the process. And in the Quran, it specifically calls out that type of death done in that manner is a sign from Allah saying that is a false prophet. So the man that Muslims worship as the voice of Allah, who could not read nor write, their prophet was self-referentially proven as a false prophet in their own book.
Is there more to it than that? Or is it then, if they know and they practice their book so much, then why do they cherish him oh so dearly?
Because, much like how every cult goes ahead and reveres their dear leader, they ignore the negatives and only focus on the positives.
We don't have any leader.
I'm sorry?
Said at least our leader doesn't have any.
I'm sorry, say again?
Said our leader has no problems.
I am the best leader. I'm the best leader. I'm the best president. England should look towards America for the best example of governance.
Sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
But well,
I was talking about Roman Nation because you're like, oh, Letter Call too.
I mean, in Roma we trust.
In Roma we trust.
I should make a coin that has Roma's. I should have a coin that has Roma's face on the heads and the Roman Nation logo on the tails. I should do that.
I'm for it.
But no, in Britain for the last 20 years or so, they've been going ahead and experiencing the wonderful, I believe it's the Newton's third law of physics, where every action has an equal and opposite reaction. In this case, we love to call it fuck around and find out. Britain's been doing that for 20 years. But one woman in Kentucky is learning fuck around and find out at a Little Caesars in a few minutes.
I saw this.
Hey, I couldn't help but laugh at the fact that it's a Little Caesars. Okay? Like, from the New York Post, Kentucky woman causes $1,000 in damages during rampage at Little Caesars after being told she would be charged for extra sauce. Brian, is this your sister? That was bad. I'm sorry. Hot and angry. A Kentucky woman was arrested last week for going on a destructive and costly rampage inside a Little Caesars after learning she would be charged for extra sauce, according to reports and authorities. Brianna Hayes was arrested months after she damaged a Louisville Little Caesars location in January when she requested an extra packet of sauce for her order and was asked to pay for it, according to court documents. Okay, now, Brian, I retract my statement.
They look identical.
You're too good looking to be related to that.
She has longer hair.
Okay, Tay got you there. After an employee informed her that the additional sauce would cost $1, Haynes allegedly created a disturbance at the store and shoved items off the counter, including a pricey computer stand and register, police told the outlet. Haynes caused a whopping $1,000 in damage during the frenzy, according to documents. Pizza, meat. I ain't paying for that. Ain't no one got time for that sauce. You go ahead and get me that extra pack of sauce right now if I go get your manager.
Oh my God.
Surveillance video inside the store allegedly caught her outburst, investigators said. Haynes was not arrested until September 22nd when police responded to another unrelated incident where she allegedly threw a brick at a car belonging to the father of her child, court documents. Oh my God. Yeah, I went ahead and destroyed that Little Caesars and back in January for a freaking $1 extra charge for that sauce pack. Now give me my child, baby daddy. Come on, give my child, damn it. Oh no, here's a brick for you and your big ass brick face.
You're on another level. All right. That's a little much.
I'm sorry. This is too funny, man. Okay, it's Kentucky. I can't help it that it's, number one, it's Louisville. Notice how all the bullshit happens in the big cities?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a city. That's what happens.
You're damn right. My baby daddy drives it all the time. Oh my God. I did not realize I could release that much Karen sass.
I just don't understand why she thinks,
Oh my God.
like, you're buying a pizza for $6. Like, the markup is not a lot to be made. Of course they're going to charge you for sauce. Like, it's just basic knowledge.
Well, how many different stories do we all come to the same conclusion? It's a certain group of people doing a certain group of things at a certain group of places for a certain group of reasons. Like, come on. I'm sorry. Hold on. Come on, man. Like, that 2% of pressure reason, man. Oh, Rick! That's beautiful!
Whoa, Rick. Slow your goddamn roll there, little feller.
See, that would be an epic celebrity death match between Florida Man and Kentucky Karen.
Florida Man would win all day.
You remember that show, Celebrity Death Match?
I do.
It was a great show. Like, as stupid of a premise as it was great.
I missed that one. Or what was that? There's a kaiju wrestling show that came on either before or after it. Like, they dressed up like in kaijus, like they would like in like Godzilla or Power Rangers, and it was like a true thing. And they would the beginning of the show would be this really famous rap song intro. I don't know. I'll remember it later, but I'll look it up now.
Well, all I can say is
Kaiju Big Battle. Kaiju Big Battle.
Kaiju Big Battle. Biddy over here. Florida Man would leave with a migraine, though. I don't blame you. After getting Karen to death, I would imagine Florida Man might just be a tad bit annoyed. Just a little.
I just feel bad for people that have to deal with it. You know, it's just like, they're like, listen, it's $1. Just run it.
It's stories like this that give me every ample reason never to go work retail, never to go work fast food, hell, never even to work in hospitality or tourism because of stupid people like this. Hell, here's one for you. Did you know that I believe it was either Jamaica or the Bahamas? They outright banned American black people from coming in.
Really? I know.
Really? Because they would leave their shit in a horrible condition when they leave the islands. It's kind of like how, I'm going to say this out of personal anecdote. Out in Memphis, there are portions of, well, funny I say Memphis.
They kill like 1%.
Personal anecdote is that
they murder 1% of their population every year, something around there. I think maybe more.
That is insane, but true. All I was going to say, though, is in Memphis, if you are from certain towns, you can't rent a motel. You can't rent a hotel room because of the reputation that those cities and towns have garnered in past experiences.
Oh, no, Memphis is shit. Like, I ran a
rough
sales. Yeah, no, I had a sales team out there, and they're like, yeah, I was going to go out there, but, the place next door has cops because someone got murdered. I was like, yeah, no. They would always tell me. I'd have my group meetings, my team meetings every morning. I like to catch up on, different sales reports. And there's the same thing. It's like, yeah, I was going to do it, but guy's in jail. Oh, I was going to do this, or someone got shot. Oh, I got a funeral I got to go to. I'm like, this place sucks. Like, I thought it was nice. He's like, you thought it was nice? I was like, I don't know. I only know it from, country songs from, ages ago. To which they're like, nah, it's not what it's like. Like, told me to Google, the crime statistics and all stuff. I was like, oh, wow, this place definitely does suck.
Just a little. But, it's actually kind of funny you say suck, because if you thought the pavement princesses were gas guzzlers before, now we've met the literal Galactus version of a gas guzzler. From CBS News, mysterious rogue planet spotted gobbling 6 billion tons of gas and dust a second. Even your mama can't keep up with that. Wow, that's all falling flatter than a real chest.
Just finish reading it.
A mysterious planet has been observed gobbling 6 billion tons of gas and dust a second, an unprecedented rate that blurs the line between planets and stars, astronomers said Thursday. Unlike Earth and other planets in our solar system, which orbit the sun, rogue planets float freely through the universe untethered to a star. Scientists estimate there could be trillions of rogue planets in our galaxy alone, but they are difficult to spot because they mostly drift quietly along in perpetual night. People may think of planets as quiet and stable worlds, but with this discovery, we see that planetary mass objects freely floating in space can be exciting places. Victor Almendros Abad, a lead author of the new study, said in a statement, "These strange objects intrigue astronomers because they are, quote, neither a star nor a proper planet," unquote. Alexander Scholes, an astronomer at Scotland's University of St. Andrews, a co-author of a new study, told AFP. Their origin remains an open question. Are they the lowest mass objects formed like stars, or giant planets ejected from their birth systems? Rogue planet found growing at a record rate. Okay. The team of researchers behind the new study was stunned to observe an astonishing growth spurt in a rogue planet around 620 light years from Earth in the constellation Chameleon. The planet, officially called CHA 1107-7626, has a mass 5 to 10 times bigger than Jupiter. Ooh. Scholes explained that the object is still in its infancy, being roughly 1 or 2 million years old. The object grows by sucking in matter from a disk that surrounds it, a process called accretion. But what the astronomers saw happen to CHA 1107-7626, quote, blurs the line between stars and planets. In August this year, the planet suddenly started devouring matter from its disk at a record-breaking 6 billion tons per second, 8 times faster than a few months earlier. This is the strongest accretion episode ever recorded for a planetary mass object, said Alejandro Sabad. By comparing light emitted before and during this binge-eating session, the scientists discovered that magnetic activity was playing a role in driving matter towards the object. This phenomenon has previously only been observed in stars. The chemistry in the disk also changed. Water vapor was detected in the disk during the accretion episode, but not beforehand. Now, with all of this being said, I have one question. Which satellite is capturing all this data? Because I don't think it's the James Webb Telescope.
Oh, it's the last one. I think it's the Voyager.
Maybe. I don't know. All I do know is
that's an insane amount
someone's gonna have to
matter just to be displaced. So it
God damn it! Damn it, Brian! Fact check live.
Oh wait, no, it was from a telescope in Chile, but it was also observed from James Webb.
Okay, I'll give you half credit. I'll give you half a check, half a fact check. But no, in all seriousness, it's like this discovery kind of blurs what we think or what we thought stars were typically formed out of. And it's kind of like where... I'm sorry?
No, I say we'll never know. Like, it just like what I'm assuming you're about to get into, just it really just shows just how vast and massive and just how many different things that are happening that we have no idea what they are.
Brian, is this your way of telling us that this is your new mascot? Or is this just your way of saying, it's time for a caption this?
So we got Marvin the Martian.
Oh,
so y'all know
I have come to invade your chat stream.
I don't remember what he sounds like.
The Martian.
I don't remember what he sounds like. I don't watch. But for those
don't worry, it's Looney Tunes, but
it's been a while. But for those of you first time here, what we do is we bring out an AI generated photo at the end of the show, towards the end at least. We keep talking about stuff, and we just make a meme out of it. You know, we say good, the bad, the ugly, the funny, just random stuff, and then we just kind of pick out who is the funniest. And then at the end of the season, we end up choosing whoever's like the top funnies, if you would. And then we end up putting on like some merch, some shirts, some hats, or whichever, like the really classic ones that we all vote on at the end too. And whoever they are, they end up getting like a bunch of free merch. It's fantastic, and usually it pulls out a lot of fun conversation that just kind of evolves in a snowball effect. I fucking love it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
what do you got?
100%, completely appropriately timed and themed. I've got a few ideas of my own, but I got to keep those close to the vest. I just want to point out that I don't know whether it's a monkey or just an alien creature in the left half in the rear end of the photo, if you will. But that alien looks like he or she gives absolutely no fucks.
Outer space, he's sleeping.
Like Literally, this space invasion isn't gonna work again, Marvin. You're gonna have to do something different. As she's filing her nails. Oh. Leaked Area 51 photo. Nice. We must understand the secrets of the rogue planet. Hardy! Hardy, that's a right hook.
I got nothing right now. I can't think of anything.
Again,
on my phone trying to type it.
I got a few. Let me go ahead and put it in chat. If you do it in his voice, that's the way the meme works. You have to think of that. You have to think of my caption in his voice. Now it is my turn to show you who the real Spartacus is. Because Marvin the Martian being a freaking Spartan. Technically Roman, but... No. Although, to be fair, I think the two background characters in the image, they literally could just be pulled off from Worms or Earthworm Jim.
Oh man, I haven't played that in forever.
Do you remember playing?
Definitely.
Oh god. Where's my kaboom? This makes me angry. Very angry indeed. Like, Brian, I'm going to see if I can find something real quick, but we got to show the chat and Tay here what Marvin the Martian actually sounds like. Because what Hardy posted the second time is beautiful. But yes. The last citizen from Atlantis coming home and seeing how much we effed up the Terra. Earth this season has jumped the shark. Invasion time. Oh, God.
Let's see. Let me see if I got anything. Hello, Miss Iris. How are you?
Oh. I'm still going with, I've got your James Webb telescope right here. Oh, don't worry there, Vash. We will find other ways to make up for your invasion time. Indeed. But no. You know, Vash, just take solace in knowing that you weren't the only person that was late. Just take solace. Okay, Vash? Just because Biddy was late too. And we just got to call her out for that too. But it's okay. There's always next week. But no, Papa Tay, what you thinking?
I got nothing. I'm blank on this one. I am 100% blank on this one.
I'm going to show that Invader Jim how to really take over a planet. Marvin the Martian here, back with another episode of Blow Up the Earth podcast. Okay, Hardy. It's like that meme. Stop it, he's already dead. But no matter which one it is, it's Hardy. Wait, the illegal aliens on Earth don't look like me. Indeed. Woof! Woof! That's a muy caliente, papate.
Hey.
Oh. Now it's my turn to show you the real Spartacus. But no, I'm going back to the suggestions. You know, Brian's, we must understand the secret of the rogue planet. It makes sense. Like, it's good. But Hardy's right here. The fact that it's got the nut emote to boot. I've got your James Webb right here. That I gotta give. That's my vote. Yours?
I'll go with that one. That's fine with me.
Or are you thinking something different?
I got nothing.
Hey, Hardy! I think you're on a three-peat. Congrats. We'll make sure that the nut emote is included on your t-shirt. Hopefully. One day. But speaking of one day we might finally cross 1,000 subs on YouTube. We are literally 13 subs away. I can see it now. Having the James Webb telescope here with the nut emote right under my foot. Indeed. But yes, we are 13 subs away on Roma Nation from 1,000 subs. And we ask that you like and subscribe the video, share it with your friends, share it on social media. 8 ways to Sunday is all we need to get to 13 subs, to get to 1,000 subs. And we'll continue producing all of this great content here, whether it's Sunset Rants, Monday through Thursday. Tomorrow, we got FAFO Fridays with Fluffy Hobo and the crew. We've got the drive-in. We've got shows on the back burner. Every Wednesday, we've got ROMA Sports. Join us at riseofmiddleamerica.com. It is the holiday season coming up, so Roma merch is going to be in high demand. Get yours today. Join us on the Discord with the QR code up top. Join us. We're always looking for producers, always looking for new talent. If you got a project that you got working up, we'll be more than happy to help you out there. You can find me on Twitter at Lord Navasa. Tay, where can they find you?
Yeah, so you can find me over at AP2Tay. That's my handle on everything. It's going to be for X and Instagram. It's pretty much all I'm at. Glad you guys enjoyed it. You know, it's a little different. Dee's out today, so Navasa, thank you for joining in, man. It was interesting to say the least, with all your different voices.
Hey. If you're gonna do a job right, you better do it right the first time. But no, I'm typically a breaking case of emergencies announce or co-host here at Sunset Rants. I'm a normal host on ROMA Sports every Wednesday at 10:30. Yes, yesterday was a double header. Today is just a single header. But yes, like we said, like and subscribe to YouTube channels. Everyone on Rumble, thank you for supporting us there. It's Thursday. Everyone get ready for the weekend and the Friday. Just like and subscribe, share with your friends, social media. Let's get going, man. All I can say is thank you guys for being here. Tay, thank you for being with me, putting up with all the delays. We'll see you guys next time on Sunset Rants. Take it away, Brian.
So I got to thinking, there's MAHA, Make America Healthy Again. MAGA, Make America Great Again. But what we really need to do is make America follow the Constitution again. Motherfucker. That sounded better in my head.